Okay. Hi everyone, good evening and welcome. Today is a very special day. This is the death anniversary of the Kabbalist Rabbi Yehunatan ben Uziel. So before we start, and I have a video to show you, just to make the connection, we're going to light a candle to connect with the root and the soul of Rabbi Yehunatan ben Uziel. זכותו של רבי יהונתן בן עוזיאל תגן על כל עמו ישראל ואמרו אמן. Amen. So when you want, you can look at the flame to cleave your soul with these powers. So let's this is a video that I created, I don't know how many years ago, but many years ago, but it's related for every year. Let's just watch. Now, in the video you will see, I will prepare you before we start, it will be two sections over there. One is to cleave ourselves with all the righteous souls when we're doing this connection. And the second, we're going to have a meditation. It's very short, it's 5 minutes video, but meditation to meditate for people that needs kids. And you see the Aleph Lamed Dalet from the 17 names of God. And then we're going to have the Shin Aleph Hey, it's for soulmates. So it doesn't matter if you're married, you're not married, but if you know people that need kids, just meditate for them. You can see them in your mind. You can mention their name on their mother's name. And if you are married, it's not about, you want a new soulmate, but you can ask from Rabbi Yehunatan ben Uziel to strengthen the power between you and your soulmate, to go to a next level of the relationships. So let's begin. Does the show begin? It's not working. Okay. So, David, can you press over there? Yeah. Okay. Daniel. Thank you. We're at the site of Rabbi Yehunatan ben Uziel, once over the Rabbi Karen, Yosef HaTzadik in Shechem, and the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. רעיונות צדיקים באדוני לאשרים לבוא תהילה, הודו לאדוני בחינום ולהבל לעצור זמרו לו. שירו לו שיר חדש ותבו לעניים בתורה, כי ישב כל אדוני בכל מעשה ובאמונה. אוהב צדקה ומשפט, חסד אדוני מלא הארץ, ודבר אדוני שלא נעשו, וברוך כל צבאם. כונס כרת מהים, נותן באוצרות תאומות, יראו מאדוני כל הארץ, ממנו יגורו כל יושבי תבל. כי הוא אמר ויהי וציווה ויעמוד, אדוני יפיר ארץ הגויים, הני מחשבות עמים. עצת אדוני לעולם תאמור מחשבות ליבו לדור ודור. אשרי הגוי אשר אדוני אלוהיו, העם בחר לנחלה לו. משמיים הביט אדוני ראה את כל בני האדם, ומכון שבטו השגיח את כל יושבי הארץ. היוצר יחד ליבם, המבין כל מעשיהם, אין המלך נושב ברוב חיל, גיבור לא יוצא ברוב כוח. שקר הסוס לתשועה, וברוב חילו לא ימלט. הנה אין אדוני אל יראיו לה ויחלים לחסדו, ולהציל ממוות נפשם ולחותם ברעב. נפשנו פתתה לאדוני, העזרנו מגננו הוא, כי בו ישמח ליבנו, כי בשם קודשו בטחנו, יהי חסדך אדוני עלינו, כאשר יכלנו לך. אישה כי תזריע, תנינה אישה מזרע, תחילה יולדת זכר. רבי לך אמר, התנינן דקוצ'ה בלכות גזרה ראיתי פעם, היא ודחר היא נוקבה, ואת אמרת, אישה מזרעת תחילה יולדת זכר. אמר רבי יוסף, ודאי קוצ'ה בלכות הבחין בין טיפה דתחורה ובין טיפה דנוקבה, ובגין דהבחין לגזר עלה, היא להב, להווה, דחר או נוקבה. כל רוחין דעלמא כיוון דחר ונוגבה. אחד נפקין דחר ונוגבה נפקין ולבטר מפרשן מלכיהו אי זכה ברנש לבטר מזדלבגי חדה. והיינו בת זוגו ומתחברה בזיווגה אחת בחולה. רוחה בגופה דכתיב תוצא הארץ נפש חיה למינה, ומאי למינה ההוא רוחה דברש דנפיק זוגת דמה לב. כך הזה לכל עינון יוקנין ונשמתי דעלמא כולו זיווגין זיווגין. המלך אתה כדתיין להי עלמא וחשבו מזווק זיווגין, אמר רבי יצחק קודשא ברכו, אמר בת פלוני לי פלוני.
שיר למעלות אשא עיניי אל ההרים, מאין יבוא עזרי. עזרי מאימה עושה שמיים וארץ, אני אתן למות רגליך, אל ינום שומרך. הנה לא ינום ולא יישן שומר
It's repeated, you can close it. Can you stop and start again? So just for us to understand, who was Rabbi Yehunatan ben Uziel? Okay? First of all, he was a Tana. You know, Tana, what is the power of Tana? Second, from the generation of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, they can change nature, right? And how do you know that they are Tanaim? In their times, they have one time, they need to change nature and to put it back to the same way it was before. Why? Because we can't interfere nature. So just to know the Tanaim, let's say if the river is going from the mountain down, they stop the river and they push him back up, and then they need to put it back. Okay. So, but he was very, very powerful, righteous. That it says about him that he didn't get married. One of his powers, he was so connected. They say he is as Mary the Shekhinah. He was so elevated that the angels used to come. It says to study with him. And if there is any bird or angels went above him, it says it will burn, right? So he was. It says in the Zohar in Pinchas they mentioning him. So I'm going to read the verse from the Zohar. We're going to have the insight and connect with the root of his soul, because he didn't get married and have kids. Somehow he got the power to bless others. So it's known. When people need to get married, soulmates, and or have kids, it's known that they go in there. There's different things they can do over there to pray. You see there is a lot of trees, they hang in some stuff over there. But it's very, very powerful. As you can see in the video, it's in the forest. It's a beautiful, beautiful place in Amuka. How many of you went there? Been in Amuka? Beautiful. Nice. So Yeah, I really recommend if you're in Israel just to go there. It's maybe 15-20 minutes from Tzfat. So he says in the Zohar, if you want to read after, it's Taft Nun Hey, it's 855. נקודה אחת, שר יהי קריאת צלותה דשחרית מנחה ערבית. מסיתרא דתלת אברהם והיא תפילת כל פה. לית כל אל הצדיק דכתיב כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, ותרגם יונתן בן עוזיאל. דאחיד בשמיה ובהרה פה, כחושבן מילה. ומה ברית בה מתייחדים דחר ונוקבה דילתתה, עוף ביסוד מתייחד חתן וכלה דיליה, הוא חי עלמין כליל חי ברכן. Now דכתיב ברכות לראש צדיק, also here in the Zohar, you might already hear what he says, he's talking about, it's like one verse that he mentioned in the Zohar, in Pinchas, and it's part of his translation for the Zohar, for the Aramaic, and what it's mentioned, he mentioned the connection that we can do with our mouth, right, between the two worlds, because that's why we receive that power, okay, to use it to create the connection between Malchut and Zir Anpin, and to bring the blessings to our life and to the world. And he's talking about what's happened when we use it in the right way, we connecting, making the unification between the bride and the groom in the upper world. So also here it's already mentioned it, so I'm going to read just the translation. He says, Mitzvah Yeshu Malchut is one of the precepts in the Malchut, in our world. Nikrat Tfilat Shacharit Mincha V'Arvit. We know there are the three connections. There is the morning, the afternoon, and the night connection, the prayers. Mitzat Gimel Avot, they represent the three fathers, right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They represent Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferet. V'it Tfilat Kol Peh. The prayer, we know we don't have the holy temple, we can't bring the sacrifices. So what the connections we are doing is with the prayer, because it's called Tfilat Kol Peh, the word that comes in from our mouth, making the connection. Then the Malchut, the Malchut cleave itself with the level of Yesod. We know from the tree of life, there is the Malchut, we're connecting with the level of Yesod that connect with the beginning of Zir Anpin, of all the blessings of the upper world. Ki Tfilat hi Malchut. The word Tfilah, prayer, it represents the level of Malchut. Kol Peh, the energy of the every mouth, he's saying, hu Yesod, the level of Yesod. Ki en ela kol tzadik shu Yesod, שכתוב כי יראו בשמיים ובארץ, because also when we mentioned in one of the explanations about the righteous person, he represents the level of Yesod. Because you know what again, in each one of us we have the level of righteous person, right? So many times we think, there are a lot of righteous in the world, but Rabbi Elimelech will just explain that each one of us have the spark of the righteous within. The Rav, one of the lectures of the Rabbi, remember in Tel Aviv, he said, I want all of you to be like the Rav. I gave you all the tools that the Rav is using. Use the tools. Sometimes we can think, a Kabbalist or a rabbi or a teacher, maybe some tricks he keeping to himself, right? Like a magician. The Rav telling us, there's no tricks. I give you all the tools. Just use the tools. Because the Rav said, you come to the Rav. You're seeking for blessings. You have the power to create your own blessings. Use the tools. These are the tools that I'm using. The Zohar, Rabbi Shimon doesn't save some secrets. He gives us the whole secrets. Just use the tools. So we know the tools. We know there's it's more easy to kind of do whatever I want and when I need. So now I can use the tools. No, it's 24 hours I'm supposed to use the tools. Because which tools he mentioned here? The mouth. We can create worlds and we can destroy worlds with what? Just this. That's the mouth. Not to travel, to do nothing. Today with internet and whatever, Zoom and things, YouTube, all of this, you can stream to the whole world. You can save people's lives or you can destroy people's lives, right? If somebody listens to you, right? So he's saying, so what is a righteous person? Righteous person, when he raises his consciousness, use his inner powers to share more, to come from that consciousness, how I can cleave myself more with the upper worlds, less with my body consciousness,
Now, any words he will say, but that will come out of his mouth, will do what? Will cleave not just him, he will elevate people around him. Okay? Now, he says, ותרגם יהונתן בן עוזיאל. יהונתן בן עוזיאל, he gave a translation about this verse, the Zohar says, דאחיד בשמיה והרעה, דהיינו יסוד הנאחז בשמיים ובארץ, said, he created the unification with the heavens and earth. It means the level of Yesod, because we have the tree of life, we have the Yesod, represent Yosef HaTzadik, and then we have the Melchut King David, this is our world. It says, הנאחז בשמיים ובארץ, that he making the connection between heavens and earth, שהם זיר אנפין ומלכות. פי חשבון מילה, the numerical value said that of the mouth, פי, it's the numerical value of מילה, a word, מילה. ומה ברית? בו מתייחדים דחה ונוקמה שלמטה. When we are saying circumcision or covenant, right? To create a covenant, it says, what is the covenant? It says, when we in here on earth, like in Malchut, we're creating the unification between whom? Between the male aspect and the female aspect. Okay? This is why it says, בת חתן וכלה, about the bride and the groom. שלמטה, אב ביסוד מתייחד חתן וכלה שלמעלה, שהם זיר ומלכות. So, if we're doing here the right work to unify the zir and ben melchut, and with what? Again, we didn't say go to the sun, work with the hammers, build buildings. No. That's the power of the mouth. To make that unification, what will happen in the upper worlds? Then the bride and the groom will connect, unified, and then what will happen here down to earth? We can see much more blessings. Much more blessings. You know, there is a lot about Rabbi Yehunatan ben Uziel, but we want to connect with the power of Rabbi Yehunatan ben Uziel, you know, to, first of all, it's not just about to study about someone or study about a subject. It's about what I can receive, not even take, what I can receive, or which power I need that I can use the power of the righteous to help me with my spiritual work. Because, you know, maybe someone is looking for a soulmate. Someone he needs kids. Someone maybe he is married, but you know, it's always can be better, right? So which power I'm seeking, which power I'm missing? Because in life, you know, sometimes we want something, but I'm not connecting with which power I need to achieve what I want. You know, like when a person, you have a construction company, right? So when you go to work, he needs some tools. He can't just drill the well without the tool, right? So he starts to buy tools, and then he have the right tools for everything that he needs, right? Also, us as a spiritual people, or we want to be spiritual people, want to make the connections. When I want something, I have any desire, I need to stop and say, okay, I have that desire. First of all, what I'm doing with this desire? Is that desire is real? Is not real? It's really, I'm going to invest in this desire all my time, all my consciousness, my energy. It's sucking the energy. It's making me to be elevated. We have to ask those questions, because if not, I can be busy with that desire for whatever time, and then after a year or two, I say, oh, you know what? No, it's not for me. What do you mean not for me? Life are too short to waste them. And the Kabbalah is saying, why you okay sometimes to waste your time in that sense? Why you're not working with the light, and check and ask yourself, this desire came from where? And after, let's say, I discovered, okay, this desire is real, I want it, I'm going to invest a bit, okay. When I'm saying I'm going to invest, which tool can help and support me to invest my energy over there? And now I need to look for that tool to help me, to support me. It's not like if I have a desire, so suddenly something will happen. No, what he says here, Rabbi Uziel is saying, you know, and we want to cleave to the root of his soul to get this power and this understanding that, you know, the Rav said in one of the Zohar classes, he says, you know, you can come to a point, you can sit on a chair, and you can tell the molecules to do whatever you want from them to do for you. Right? You want it to happen? Like AI molecules, right? Right. So we want it, right? But the Rav said, to come to that point, you need to prepare yourself and do so much before that you can have that power to tell them what to do. So it sounds like, wow, that's amazing. I can see it and yeah, okay, fine. But are you willing to do what it takes from you to do to reach that level? Because when we see Rabbi Shimon in this level, or Rabbi Uziel, I'm willing to do what they do. You know what? In my level today, how much I'm willing to invest in my consciousness, in my spirituality. Because consciousness is everything, right? So how much I'm investing in my consciousness? That's the question. Because we can study, we can spread the Zohar, we can do a lot of things. But if I'm not working on myself, those external things I'm doing that makes me feel good, they're not going to correct me. They're not going to fix my behavior. They're not. You know what can happen? I'll receive a lot of light, and when I'm going to get upset or angry or whatever, judging someone, it will be even worse. Because now I have more weapons. I'm much more stronger. So suddenly I have, I feel like, whoa, the energy will come from my mouth, we even can destroy even more. Because the more we elevate it, the more light we have, it's much more dangerous for us. And this is why we need to be careful. So we want to, whatever you want to take from Yehunatan and Uziel today, because again, it's one thing, it's about soulmates and kids, all of that, yes, it's amazing, but this is manifestations of what? Of connection, of cleaning within ourselves with the Creator, doing our job. Okay? Are you excited?
Yes. Yes.
Just need to, I closed the book, I think. Just a second. So, we're going to read something that's related with soulmates, because this is the power. Any question you have, you can interrupt, raise your hand, ask questions. It's not like regular class. Some people that come in every week, they're just asking questions. Make it actually much more powerful, just to study. So if you're going to have any questions, just raise your hand and ask. And we're going to start. There is a very powerful section in Zohar Lech Lecha. There is few places, but Zohar Lech Lecha, that speaks about how the Creator puts souls together. Okay, it's a whole process for us to start to see behind the scenes what's going on. Okay, so let's read the verse and then we start to dig deeper. So he says, it's a Zohar Lech Lecha, verse 346. בתח הזה, בכל עניון דיוקנים, דנשמתין דעלמה, כולהו זיווגין כמה, לבטר, כדה כן להי עלמה, קודשא בריחו מזווק זיווגין. אמר רבי יצחק, קודשא בריחו, אמר בת פנים לפלוני. So first of all, think about that. He says the Zohar, the Creator, He wants that put souls together. Right? When a person comes to the world, so the Creator says, this soul will be with this soul. That's it. He already decided which soul will connect with that soul. So he says, again, Rabbi is telling us, come and see. Come, elevate yourself and see what I want to tell you. Come from the level of Malchut, come from the limited thought of the body, and come see what I want to show you. Come and see, period. It says, B'chol Neshama, all the souls that's supposed to come to this world, all of them, they come in front of the Creator. It says, zivugim, they stand in front of the Creator as couples. It says, so what does it mean? He says, each soul have the female aspect and the male aspect. This was zivugim. Each soul have those two aspects. When they come to this world, he says, the Creator put the soulmates together. How? He said, Amar Yitzchak. Okay, the Creator says that soul will connect with this soul. So if it's already set up, so why are we so worried about soulmates? Why we even start to looking about it, right? Today there is so many websites, right? Dead websites, people doing right. So why to do it? So he's saying, Amar Rabbi Yitzchak. Ma'u hakavana? What does it mean? If the Creator says that soul connect with that soul and they're supposed to get married and be together, he says, En chadash tachat Hashem, en chadash tachat Hashem. King Solomon says, nothing is new under the sun, right? Everything is already been determined and created. Ela kol כבר נעשה מעשה בראשית. Everything from the letter bet of Bereshit, the entire universes, everything been created. ולדבריך יהיו עניין הזיווגים דבר חדש. So he said, now you're saying like, now the souls, it's like something new. But nothing new, it's like from creation already. תחת השמש כתוב, מה שאין כן למעלה מהשמש יש חדש. אמר רבי יוסי. למה הכריז כאן? He asked the question, why he says here that the creator is saying that this soul will connect with that soul. ואמר רבי חזקיה, אמר רבי חייא. It's beautiful how the Kabbalists, they quoting each other. It's amazing to see, right? Rabbi Chizkiah quote Rabbi Chia. באותה שעה ממש אדם נולד, he says, when a person born in this world, right away, they know his soulmate. Which soulmate will be with that soul? Sounds amazing, no? Maybe they will have an app soon. When the baby will receive, the parents will see, oh, okay, where she live? Let's create it. Okay, he says, Meshiv Rabbi Abba. Now Rabbi Abba is answering. You know, Rabbi Abba was the writer. He wrote the Zohar, right? In the cave. אשריהם הצדיקים שנשמותיהם מתעטרות לפני המלך הקדוש מטרם שבא לעולם. He says, לדבש בגוף. The righteous souls, the ones that come here for a higher purpose, to help us in this world, they come in front of the Creator and they really get in like the dress of this world, in the upper world. כי כן למדנו באותה שעה שכתוב מוציא נשמות לעולם, and the Creator brings the souls of this world. אלו האורחות, all of the souls and the spirits, כולם, like he says, he reminding us from female and male aspect, they gather together and unified. ונמסרים בידי אותו ממונה. Now, there is an angel that all of those souls being given to. He's in charge of those souls. And he, השליח, is in charge and he's the messenger. שהפקד על עיבור בני האדם ושמו לילה. What is the name of that angel that he is in charge of the impregnation of which soul will come where and to whom? His name is Laila. What is Laila in Hebrew? It's night. But it's Laila. This is his name. It's a name. ובשעה שיורדים לעולם, and when those souls come into this world, ונמסרים בידיו של אותו הממונה, and he been given those souls to this charge, הם מתפרדים זה מזה. Now they've been separate from each other. ולפעמים אחד מקדים את חברו לירד לשבת בני אדם, and sometimes the soul, like the female part or the male part, come before the other part, and they get dressed, and they being born, get dressed with the human clothes, right? וכשמגיע את הזיווג שלנו, כשברוך הוא מכיר את הזכרים והנקבות של אלו אורחות ונשמות, when the time come of the unification, the Creator remembers which part belong to which part, הוא מחבר אותם, he put them together as they've been in the endless together, before they came to the world, and then he announced that soul belongs to that soul. וכשמתחברים לסוג גוף אחד, and then they become one part, one body and one soul. Because imagine what we're looking for. Yes, inside of each one of us, we have the female and the male aspect. But also, the soul, our soul, have also the same thing, like it's like a mirror. The half part of our soul have the same, female and male, but he got more the part, let's say, of the male or the female, right? But they need to be together. It means we need to put the one soul together. Okay. Also, from the point of soulmates, what he's saying here, but there are different levels also of the soul and the soulmates, and become one soul. Then ימין ושמאל קרוב. Now the two parts, right and left, so that they can be one and create the essential color. שהזכר אוכל הגימין, the male aspect is the right color of the soul, and the female is the left color of the soul. And this is why he says, nothing is new under the sun. Because everything the Kabbalah is saying and asking questions, because it's questions we're not going to ask. We just, okay, they say, okay, fine. No, but, if nothing is new, so how comes now you're asking a question, it sounds like it's new. So he's saying, it means, even the Creator, he says, that soul will be with that soul, okay? It's not something new. אלא חזרה למשהו מקודם שבאו לעולם. But it's new, because they're going back to where? Before creation. Before they came to this world. וכיוון שאין זה ידו ברוך הוא אלא מכריז עליהם. ואם תאמר הרי למדנו שאין מזווגים לאדם, now it starts to be more interesting. It says, there's another part that says, you don't give a person his soulmate, אלא לפי מעשיו ודרכיו. The person will receive his soulmate, right? According his what? Actions? The what?
Behavior.
Yes, behaviors. Whatever he's doing in this world. So that's now it's interesting because if I already have my soulmate, so why to work so hard? Right? But here it says no. He received his part according his level of action in this world. So it means, it says also in different place, before you marry, you want to work on yourself and to change as much as you can. Why? Because you're going to attract the higher level of your soul to be your soulmate. Because many times we, person can have kind of in his mind who he want to be his soulmate. Then maybe he meets someone, he get married, and we think something, we get married, it will change, we can change. It's much more harder to change after you already one soul. And this is why you see many times, you see some people, they more spiritual in the relationship, and some of them less. More doing and less, right? Those couples sometimes doing more spiritual stuff. Usually it's more the women, and the men less. It's rare that there are men that more spiritual and doing more stuff. But it can happen, and then there's no mate. There's no even soul, nothing. It's like, it's different levels. So what we doing? So he's saying, כן הוא ודאי אם הוא זוכר מעשיו ישרים, הוא זוכר בת זוגו שלא יתחבר בה כמו שהיו מחוברים. If he have the merit and work on himself, he will receive his soulmate from the endless, the same part.
Someone else?
The what?
Someone else?
No. If he's doing the right work he's supposed to do, he will receive his real one from the endless. The real one, not somebody else. If he's not, so of course he'll receive somebody else, but related to his actions, whatever level, yes.
So I've heard that one person can have multiple soulmates depending on their spiritual work, right? So you can talk a little bit about
Exactly what he's saying.
Okay.
That's what he's saying. According to the actions of the person, his behavior, how he connect or not connect, this is the level he will receive. If he really walk and doing whatever he need to do from the point of his correction in this world and connecting with the Creator, he can receive his soulmate. It means like the same way that his soul was connected in the endless before they separated. After they separated, when we come in here we need to do some work to connect with the same soul. If we're not doing the work, we receive somebody else. Yes, he was first.
So,
He jumped.
but the human being is very dynamic,
Yes.
and I assume that we're all in a static state of growth. I mean, we all need to improve and grow. So, let's say that I'm at a certain point, and the zivug happens based upon my, I hate the word spiritual work. It's so overused, but whatever.
Whatever work, behavior.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's a transformation. How and when, I don't know. But it happens, and it happens to many people. But as you said, the couples don't necessarily work at the same pace because everyone's spirit and intellect is different. So what happens then? Does the zivug break apart because one is now at a much higher level and needs to be paired off, so to speak, with some? I mean, how does that? Either if it's baked into the spiritual cosmos, then that wouldn't happen, or would it happen? I don't know. I'm lost.
It's a good question.
Nobody knows.
It's a long answer, but I'll try to
What?
answer like
Nobody knows
the
that.
short version.
I need to know that.
No, just for us to understand, first of all, again, you see life, what's going on, and how it's happening with a lot of people, right? Like, it's known that, if you're talking about the divorce, even the third divorce is worse than the first in percentage. What does it mean? It means there are always options. It means either one decide to work on himself and to grow to the other level of the other person, or he decide not. So they decide, it's not working anymore because what's happened, it become a time that it's not about the body anymore. It's about the energy. And when there's no energy, there's no connection. And then people live, and then when the battery finish, they're like, like two roommates. What we doing here? Like, you know, like look at each other, pay the bills, and like, okay, maybe maybe we can be happy someplace else. Maybe, right? Some people decide to stay and to stay roommates because the kids, because whatever. Some people, changing and go to whatever. You like spirituality, but do something about it and change it. And some people decide, let's just find somebody else. So whatever option, it's whatever the couple decide right now. But there is something that the couple is saying, and this is why there is something called divorce. Divorce, it's something very important. Why? Kabbalists explain that what can happen if one of the levels climb, and he's in the level of receiving his real soulmate, and they're not getting divorced, chas v'shalom, the other person will leave the world. I'm not saying it, this is the Kabbalah. So the thing is, that they will leave. So this is why they created that thing, what is divorce, to separate the two souls. It's like to remove the glue, that he can move on and to live. So for us to understand, all of this spiritual work, it's a serious thing. We're dealing with, like I'm saying many times, it's open wires. We think no, but it's open wires. We're working with electricity. So we think, oh, I said the word, what can happen? Oh, a lot happening, a lot. Now, maybe I might not see the result right now, but we see the result. When I see the result, I don't even understand that it was because what I said or what I did. Okay? So of course it's according to my level. And I remember even before I got married, also one of the teachers came and you study about getting married and what to do and all this thing. And he told me, listen, right now you need to work on yourself like as much as you can. You need to go to higher level, because when you get married, it's different level of correction, different level of changing. It's making it even harder. Now it's not about you anymore. It's like different energy, like one of the two souls, right? So yeah, it's hard to get. It's hard to. What do you mean? I'm working on myself, but no. Now you need to really work more. So it's not about working more just to receive my soulmate. It's working more of reaching that level of connection with the higher level of me, even of my energy. I don't know if you remember that limud, but each one of us, when we come to this world, there is the complete me in the upper worlds. Who I supposed to be? Did you hear it once in one of the Kabbalah studies? Yes, you heard, right? One person, how many more? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, okay.
Sounds familiar.
Yes, familiar, okay. So, what does it mean for me? It means, and also it says that the birthday person, right? Every birthday, the person, there are certain things we're supposed to do to cleave ourselves with my complete person, complete energy, right? With my divine, whatever you want to name it, that I can get more, so I can do more in this world next year. Okay? So, birth is something very important. It's the birth of the person. I mean, when he says here, when the person born, something happened. There's a lot of it happening in the cosmos when there is a birth. Right? For us, it's a baby. That's nice, but in behind the scenes, there is so many things that happen that we don't see. We just stick with the 1% baby that's a blessing, but there is so many things that happen. So the same thing happened on our birthday. Why it's called birthday? We've been born again in the birthday, in our birthday. Yes, makes sense to you or no? So the cake and the candies and the gifts, it's nice, okay, dancing. Just a second. There is a birthday. I'm born again today. So how I want to born again for my next year. Who I want to be. What I want to receive. What I'm missing. I can tell you what I'm missing. Which tool I can use, or which power I need for my complete me in the upper world that can help me in this lifetime. Right? So once a year we can tap to this energy of like born again, renew myself. And you know what? If we connect in, something it can happen to people by mistake. They don't have to be spiritual people. Because we see different people connecting with divines, and they don't have to be. They have like some click and they're doing it. Some people need to learn and to do it, right? Because it's a tool. But if I can measure it, it's going to be amazing. Because if you really measure it and use the tools, you can start to see yourself shifting. Because a shift can happen. It's one thing to want something. It's other thing to have the power to shift it. I have to have the power. You know how many desires we have? Why I'm not doing? Why I'm not manifesting them? Do you have desires you didn't manifest yet? Just me for the camera.
Yeah, right.
Now, as the Kabbalah is saying, desire is something very important in Kabbalah. You can open the books of Ravash almost every sentence he mentioned desire. And we think we understand what is desire. I mean, why he mentioned so much? Because we don't get it. We sometimes using words as like words. No, there is so much depth to the word. That's the word. This word taking us up to the root and connecting with the root. And we're using words like to talk. He's saying here what Yehunatan Uziel is saying. The words. He wants also to translate like more from the Torah, and then a voice came. So the voice came. The land, he says, was shaken. And he asked, who translate, the Arabic and this? And he said, me, Yehunatan Uziel. So he asked for permission to translate more from the Torah. He said, no, that's it, till here. No, it's already will be the time of Messiah. You can do it. Because there's a time we can reveal secrets. We can't just, reveal secrets like that. So he was so powerful. Imagine, it's hard for us to grasp that idea that I can control my life and control things with my words and my thoughts. We still have the belief that we need to work hard, we need to do this. We need to work, yes, not like sit at home and meditate, no. But we have to combine them together. I have to start to use more my words and my thoughts as connecting with Zir Pin and Malchut. Okay? So he's saying here, okay, we understand according to my actions, right? So he's saying, okay, before they came to the world, they've been one. So the person that actually work and connect with the light, he can ask for his real soulmate to pray. And also when we're looking for a soulmate, okay? So really, like the way we asking and praying, it's also important. What I'm asking for, I want to get married. What I want, right? So do I want my real one? Okay. Are you willing to work for it? Are you willing to change? Even whatever soulmate you want, are you willing to work? Oh my God, okay. There is so much here to tell you. Do you have more questions? Sorry, you have a question. No, she have a question before. You have a question?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
Sorry, gentlemen first.
Okay.
I asked after her.
We're old fashioned here, go ahead.
Okay. Please.
Okay. All right.
Don't be
So-
shy,
I
don't
have
be
two
shy.
before, just a second.
You were saying that a person cannot find or reach her or his soulmate before they do the correction, right?
No, according to his level of his actions, I don't know the other side, what he's doing, not doing. I don't know which level. I don't know even which level I am at, like a person, right? But I want to make sure to do whatever I need to do to change me, my behavior, my attributes, change me. So according to my actions and my attention, there is because you don't know if you corrected already. We don't know, right?
Right.
But according to his thoughts and actions, whatever thoughts I have, where I'm at right now, I'm in my mind. I want everything I'm doing is to connect with the Creator, or to have more respect, or to have more money, right? Where is nobody knows where is really your mind? Where is your thoughts? Why are you doing what you're doing, right? But I know. So first I need to know myself, where I'm coming from. This is why it says, because to clear myself with the Creator, it's starting from the thought, and then actions, then words. So according to the thought I have, it's the intention, it can go connect with my heart. This is why, okay, it's not connecting with my heart, but what's happened here, the thoughts, usually it's go where, you see? It doesn't go to my head. I'm going to say something, right? This is why it says, Kevin says, it's like, I don't know, whatever miles, the way between our thoughts and our heart. The restriction is actually to stop and to check just a second. What I have in my heart. It says, Piv v'libo shavim, right? It says that the tabernacle was gold from the inside and the outside. So outside, I understand, people see, so they're asking the Kabbalists, why inside? Because it needs to be, outside and inside need to be the same. The outside and the inside need to be the same. So whatever I have in my thought, I need to check if my heart agree with my thoughts. But we're not doing it. This is why many times we just saying something, and after a while I'm thinking about, just a second, I'm analyzing, and then, why I said that? Why? I was stupid. No, why? I love the person. Why now we regret? So first of all, what I mean, this is why we say in spiritual work, because I need to check my thoughts, take it to my heart, right? It's chokhmah and bina. And now I want to use my words in the right way to make the unification. Usually it's a thought, we just saying things, right?
Right.
So if I'm doing it, what it means, I'm starting to connect more and more and more with my pure system. It means with my not okay. It can be in the nefesh different level, but let's say with the ruach, more. I want to activate my righteous spark within. So I'm more restricted about my body consciousness. More I want to connect with my heart, my soul, whatever we want to name it. And now I'm working on myself. So now when I'm working on myself, now what they see in the cosmos, in the karma, in the light, everything, the angels, they see, wow, this person actually, he deserved to receive the one that can help him. The one that was him within the endless. Can I give him? Because it's according my thoughts, my actions, my desires.
Okay, so the fact that you find or not your soulmate, it is or is not related with the tikkun. My question.
Tikkun, it's a big word. It's a big word, tikkun. So,
No, because I see that some people find the other half after making the correction, and other people find it before.
how do I know they
What
did
is-
the correction? How do I know?
Exactly.
How do I know?
Right.
No, how do I know they did the correction? I don't know.
Okay.
How they know if they did the correction? Do they know? If the person doing the correction is not going to be
Okay,
here.
so it can come
Stop.
after
It's
or
going to back to the
before?
endless.
Before or after? It doesn't matter.
Soulmate, it's
And
part
that's
of
my question.
soulmate. It's it says here. There is more sentences. Answer all the questions, guys. But the thing is, soulmate. It's part of doing the correction. It's not. I need to finish doing my correction, then I have to my soulmate. It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
Because we can't do the correction without the soulmate. We can't finish the correction. Women can, men cannot. Just to understand.
Right, so why some people find it before?
So all the men that
find it
don't be
after?
stressed about it. So.
That's the fact that I don't understand.
What? The what?
Why some people find the soulmate earlier in life, and why other people find it older?
Okay, so because each person can
What's-
hear. Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, that's another thing that we need to think of, and that's something that mess up our point of view about life. What does it mean? I'll give you a story to understand what I mean. Okay. So a student came to a teacher. So it's a real story, and he have a partner. A partner was his brother actually. They have a shop, and both of them working in the store. Each one have different type of work, right? Responsibility. So he came one to the teacher and he complained about his partner. Told him, listen, I see him many hours in the day. He's not working. He's doing this and doing this and doing that, right? so what the teacher I think asked him, yeah, I told him, how you have the time to even see that he's not working? Simple, you understand? So the thing is, if I'm looking at what people have or don't have, because it's maybe normal, but this is not the way of the light, it means I'm not connecting with what I need to do. It means I'm there. Then what's happening, we said before, I'm wasting time. Now time is very precious. Time can be even a second, a thought I need to receive, and boom, I can change and I can find my soulmate, let's say, my blessing. The opponent knows exactly when I'm supposed to receive those messages. So you're going to create different interference. This is why, if I choose to change, I need to concentrate about me, not about you, not him, not him. No, I can see everything that's going on in other people's life, how it's related with me, because even tonight you're in this class, but there is a reason why you're here. It's part of the correction. You think you came from me, you came from Uziel. No, you came because this group's supposed to be here tonight. There's a reason. I speak about it, about correction, reconciliation. There is a lot of details. We think we choose it. No. There is a reason you have to be here tonight, okay? Doesn't make sense.
They call it today self-awareness.
The thing is, correction, like I told you before, it's a big concept. We're not talking about tonight. But what the Kabbalah is saying, if you see everything they say in here, it's very simple. And we have to concentrate, and we have to take ourselves from the past and from the future and come to the present time. What he says here, okay, I'm reading it again. Try to listen what the Zohar says. Very simple, but because we're not operating like that, it's hard for us to get it. He says, אם הוא זוכר מעשיו ישרים, if the person have the merit and his actions they are straight, it means he restrict and connect with the central column, right? Okay? Then he can receive his real one, okay? And according the behavior, the actions of the person, that's the level he will receive, okay? It didn't say according your friend level, your neighbor, or your mother, your father, you, me. So it means, if I'm going to the gym and I'm looking on people that are working out, I don't have time to work out. I see this guy, wow, look at this girl, wow, she's stretching, whoa. I'm not, right? I need to go somewhere with me. I need to run, I need to work out, look at my mirror, right? But now I start to look about it, that's it, I need to go. I'm not working out. This is what's happening in life. What the opponent wants us to do, waste time. Waste time. And especially in our generation, it's really hard. You have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, there is so many, Netflix, Hulu, Chulu. There's so many words. It's like, what? You're just jumping from one to each other, right? It's so many things. That Rabbi call it damaged pictures. We get confused. He says very simple stuff, but we're not using it. The Rabbi used to say, it's too good to be true. Too good to be true. So, let's continue. More questions?
Yeah.
Yes.
One more.
Yes. Question is good. I love questions.
So you said you get a soulmate according to your level, right? So
Mhm.
you restrict, and then you get presented, relationships that come into your life. So then let's say the person, thinks it's serious, it's a good relationship, you get married, and then is it talking about if it's your true soulmate, it's gonna work automatically, or not necessarily? That's the first part. And then is it always that we always have to also see if this person has that, for lack of a better term, spiritual work ethic to keep up with you, right? Because we also have to, discern, right? We're spiritual, but we gotta make decisions, right? We gotta make judgments. Is this person of the right character? Can they keep up where I'm going, right? How do you discern between all right?
Okay, you have the answer inside of the question already.
Okay.
That's good to know, because everything is within us, okay? Again, I will repeat it again. It's very simple. We just need to connect with what the Zohar says.
But there's only one soulmate?
Espera un poco. We ask it and we answer it and we do everything.
Just want to be clear.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, we understand we can't look at other people. We want to look at other people to learn how I need to change. First of all, to answer now. To her question now. What you're saying, okay? Again, any person, we need to check where we're coming from. Where I'm coming from now. According to the level I'm at, this is the person I will attract. So it means when a person is sitting next to you, what is date? When we're going to a date, right? Somebody been in dates here before? What's that, right? The married one, no, except in 16, 17, not now. Okay, so what is a date? It's about to check the level that if there is any match, even if we talk in the same language, right? Now, many times it happens that we have the dream character, and who sit next to me, it's not really the dream character, but they have some of the dream character, and somehow I'm selling to myself, like Jacob sell to his brother Esau, right? The lentil soup. We're selling also this cheap consciousness of it can work.
Good enough.
And people get married, right?
Yeah, good enough.
But if I want to be honest with myself and stop selling myself all those cheap consciousness, and I know really who I am and what I want, you sit in a meeting, you know exactly who is the person and if there is a match or not. And you're going to decide yes or no. And you're going to continue. Because I don't want to waste my time. Also, it's the same. Soulmate is not just spiritual. No, soulmate is not just husband and wife. Not just soulmate. Soulmate can be two partners in a business. Soulmate is two good friends. It's soulmate. Of course, neighbors, Everything. It's relationships. We think just, oh, get married, but it's everything. It's all over us during the day, but we don't think it's a soulmate. Why? Because soulmate means people that related with my soul, even in your work, spiritual, physical work, they're supposed to support me, and I'm supposed to support them. We're supposed to support each other to grow. But if you're working in a business that you don't have a support system, so you feel you're working by yourself. So everybody maybe pull you down. So they're not your soulmate. Maybe you should change the work and have people that support you that you can grow. Because what do we want to do in business? We want to grow, right?
Yeah.
So we have working like one. That's soulmate. You have a team of people that you growing and happy and love. Yeah, there is argument and whatever, but there is one goal. The highest level, yes, it's husband and wife. But when I know what I want, so I will even not going to have this question because I see the person next to me. No, I'm not assuming he will change. No, it's not next. I know what I want. Next. You understand? So this is why, first of all, why he says the conscience and the action of the person. He, first of all, I need to know who I am and what I need to do and what I want to do and what my expectations from another person. But it's not the point. I'll tell you why. It's not even the point of that. Why? Because, like she said, there are people, not even spiritual people. They like sneezing and they find a soulmate. Oh, let's get married. They get married. And you're like dating and Zohar and reading and do push-ups and whatever. And it doesn't happen. Right? Why?
That's exactly what I asked.
Yeah, I know. So I'm going back. Why? Because my consciousness is not in the right place. Well, I'm directing again. I'm directing my intention in the external or in the internal. Look what he says here. I need to direct my intention in the internal. No? You're looking for a soulmate where? Out there? In the websites? That's the result of the internal. That's not the first thing. That's the result. I need first to look inside and see which soulmate I'm looking for even. I need to see which level I'm at right now, whatever with my consciousness, and which one I will attract. Maybe I don't like the way I'm behaving. I don't want this woman to be my soulmate. If she behaves like me, no. I can't stand it. So maybe I need to change, right? So before I'm looking out there, I need to look inside. What the Zohar says. Look inside. Check your actions. Check your behavior. In any part. You go to an interview. You go into a job. What does it mean? We're seeking so for so many blessings, but we need to check who I am first, and then to see if it's for me or not for me. Understand what I'm saying? So before we spending whatever time in the work, like year, 2 years, or whatever, and then we don't like the place. But you knew maybe in the first day it's not for you. Why you took the job? Why you did this? Why you rent this apartment? Why you buy this house even? Why you did all those things? I was thinking maybe, thinking about what? What are you talking about? If you hate a certain food, you go into the restaurant, you're going to buy it, and you're going to eat it, and you hate it, doesn't make sense. No, this is not food, no. Drink, coffee. No, there are certain things we really strong about, and there are things we light about. Yeah, maybe, it's from the light. No. What the light wants from us? To be happy, to take over, to be the light, to make decisions, to check who I am, to grow, not to grow. Whatever you want, you can do. It's not just suddenly to want to appear. And like what you ask again, there are different corrections. There are different people did the work in past lives. This is where they come in here and maybe chick they find the soulmate. Chick they making a deal, become billionaires. So the point of view right now, you know what they did past life, how they worked, how they live the world, what they pay for. I don't know the whole movies. So if I'm concerned about that, I can't do my job. Yes?
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yes.
You want more?
I'm with you.
Okay, more questions. This side doesn't ask questions. I don't know what's going on. It's been divided to 2 tables.
For the silent people.
Silent, okay. So he says, why it's very hard for the Creator to put it, what he says, to put 2 people together, 2 souls together, it's hard for the Creator as the splitting of the Red Sea. As the splitting of the Red Sea. So he says, why? Why it's very hard in front of the Creator? He says, כי לפי הנ"ל שזכר ונקבה מזדווים הם בית חלקים של נשמה אחת. Because when you put those 2 parts, they're not really 2 parts, they're 2 parts of one soul. They are one, they used to be one. והיו מתחלקים כן עוד מטרם שבאו לעולם, they've been split before they came to the world. אם כן, למה אמרו שקשה זיווגו של אדם לפני... So why it's so hard for the creator to put them together again? הרי אין כאן חזרה לא נעשה, because what he's doing, just put what it was already, he did before. So why it's very hard for him to do it again? הרי, he says, אבל לפי מה שנתבהר שיש נשמות מגולגלות שאין להם בת זוג, because there are souls that come to this world that they don't have soulmate. Don't have soulmate. אשר מקדימים ונוטלים בת זוג של חברו על דרך that they come in and they take him, the whatever soulmate of the other soulmate, but with mercy. Now they don't steal it, they just, we don't do the work, you receive somebody else.
But I thought that was preordained beforehand, up in the, that souls were already matched up.
Yes,
So
now he's
how-
giving us another point of view.
It's a different
No,
point.
now we give another.
Sorry,
This is why he says now, why it's hard for the Creator to do what he already did in the past. Now he says there are souls that come in here that don't have a soulmate. So it means either they didn't split, or either it just one part came and the other part stayed over there.
So
Okay?
they have to go back.
What? Sorry?
If they don't have soulmate here, it means they have to go back to meet their soulmate.
Not about going back. It's about he explained what's going on. Why it's hard for the Creator to put them together. So he's saying, let's see what he's saying, okay? So he's saying, ואחר כך, but after, if his friend have the merit that he will get back his soulmate, so the Creator wanting to do, he need to take from this, his soulmate, and to give it to that person, his soulmate. Remember we talked about divorces, all of those things? So he's saying, וזהו קשה לפניו לדחות. So he says, that was hard for the Creator to take from someone and to give to somebody else. You understand? So what we see in the 1%, we think we understand. We don't really understand what's going on. Like you said, correction, it's a big, big concept. What is correction? We don't really understand what's going on. But it says it's very hard for the Creator to take from someone to give it to somebody else. Because now the person is ready. So take your soulmate. You weren't ready. The other person used this vessel to reveal light. Now he's ready, so I'm sorry. Now, next, right? So he said that's why it's hard for the Creator, because now he kind of push away this soul and he give it to this soul. This is why it's very hard for the person to put two souls together.
I'm sort of curious, quick
Yes.
question. Just in the Zohar or in Kabbalah, is there some kind of what I'm saying is that there's a pattern of twos. The destruction, the Kli was broken, all the light shattered, and so there's Nitzotzim, you have to go gather it. You have to, the soul was split initially with Adam. No, I gotta find it. Everyone's always looking. There's always this seems to be this chaos of trying to create order out of disorder. So that seems like the pattern. So the question I have is why is it always in twos? Why not threes or not? Why wouldn't it be easier to just be one? If I'm just one, a complete unit, I'm not looking for anything. I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy with myself. Of course, I have to do a tikkun maybe for my own challenge, but I don't need to. And then even the story of the Mabul, the same thing with twos. Everything has to be with. Why? What is with the twos? Why does it have to be that way?
Okay, first of all, let's start from the beginning. There's no chaos, because this is the order it's supposed to happen.
No, to me it appears as chaos, of course. Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah.
Now, why there is two is because from two you can create the third column. You have to have two to create the third column, because in this world, the world work and the way, this is why he started. Remember we read before, he says even everything is like in threes, but how the three become to be three? You have Abraham and Yitzchak, and then Jacob came. Okay.
Yeah.
What Jacob did, this is the filament. This is why we start to see the manifestation. So when we have the two, now let's say, we're talking about female and male aspect, right? When we put them together, now, many times we think, okay, I'm looking for my soulmate, right? Now I got married. And we think, okay, I'm married, that's it. No. We didn't understand what does it mean to get married. Now the work starts. Somebody have a business here? You have a business? Somebody have a business? Yes. So when you have the vision of having the business, and then you have the business, That's it. You can sit and watch Netflix all day, or you're working harder than before, right? So now, whoa, now I have to like invest and do and phone calls and vendors and blah, blah, blah. So it means like, whoa, so that's the second. I need to ask myself, if I want to get married, it means that's it. Or I'm studying now a new chapter. It's even harder now. Okay, now they're married. It's harder. Now they want kids. Now, right? They're like freedom before getting married. Now they're married. Okay, we're together. We're free now. Kids. What? Like what? And now in the second kid, and third. What? Like right? So it looks like more and more like what's happened when you put the two. Now you can create the third. You can create restriction. It's the filament. When you do filament, now the light starts to shine. Now the light shine. Now you have sustenance, health, kids, more. You can share. There is so now the light, because it says as well, and it soon will come, but I don't know if we'll get there. He called him a man, but he called him. We are like a man. How you call a person a human being? Just when he's one. When he is not one, he doesn't mean called Adam. Adam and Eve, he can be called Adam just when they've been together. Adam and Eve together means the two souls, they are together. It says in this world, the person cannot be called Adam if they are not one. Okay? So the thing is, this is kind of a support system for us in this world to the work. I don't know if I share this story with you guys, but I remember myself, I was looking for my soulmate. In the kindergarten, I was fighting with people, with someone about one of the girls over there, right? It's like stupid. You say like, and you understand nothing about soulmates, right? In the kindergarten, with stones. We saw till we went to her and she said, you know what? Both of you will be my friend. She called it protect me, whatever, right? So I said, okay, we agree that we're not fighting, we protect her. So something within, and thank God, it's something built in. We're looking for the other side. Other part, right? But again, what he says here, if I don't know what I'm looking for or who I am, I will find someone to get married. But maybe it's not going to work. Because what's happened after you get married, you realize, just a second, I don't like this, I don't like that. Suddenly you start to realize you see the mirror. It's like when you open a business. Okay, let me just have somebody who will invest money, we together, you see the vision, you see the money, you say, blah, blah, blah. You sign a contract, you start to work, and listen, this guy is lazy, he's traveling, don't care. You do the whole work, and you're complaining. So where's the vision now? So we need to what we're talking about, the restriction is about take a step back. Just say, just a second, let me really check what I want, and not to rush with my visions, and see how I can build my visions, but not with myself, with the light, and to check just a second. Maybe I need to take more time to investigate and to check, because to take the action, it's like second. But what will happen after, it can be like years. And we know that, right? With business, with money, with marriage, with whatever. But again, we want to take the part of what we're saying here, because again, soulmates, we can do like weeks on weeks on weeks on weeks, and talk about soulmates. But when we want to take, first of all, few things. We want to take the help from Rabbi Yehunatan and Uziel about that part, because what he did, he connect with the Shekhinah. He says he kind of got married with the Shekhinah. So this is why in this world he didn't feel he need to, he manifested in different ways, because there are different souls, different kids that came, or whatever blessings he received to do. So that's why he got that power of like, you go to him and you get the blessings, so somehow manifest. Now, we want to connect with that level, first of all, to remember, to understand that this is what I need to do. Because I need to connect myself with the Shekhinah. With the energy that protect me. Because it says as well, a person cannot protect himself. We live in illusion, we can protect ourselves. We can't protect ourselves. It says just the Creator can protect you. So if I can have this understanding, so I'm going to do what? I'm going to put myself more and more in the pure system, not in the impure system. Because in the impure system, whatever I'm saying, I'm not seeing result right away, but I'm going to see them in our generation very fast. But I'm not going to pay attention that it's because of that. So I want to make sure to start to listen to myself. Let's call it like that. I used to say in classes, try to record yourself. You go with a friend to a coffee, put your phone, just record yourself. And when you leave, you're driving, put and listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. See, who is this guy? What I just said? What? You're going to be amazed. I'm not kidding. It's crazy. Because when you talk, listen to yourself. and you're going to be, now you're going to check if you want to change or not. If you really want to know who you are, investigate. Because I'm telling you, there is many times we have the vision of my desire, what I want, but in daily day, I'm not really behaving the same way of what I want. And then there's no match, even with what I'm receiving. So Rabbi Uziel, his power, and what he did, he connected that energy with the divine, right? He could do a lot of like miracles, a lot of like crazy stuff, right? So we want to cleave ourselves with that energy. Okay, maybe we're not Rabbi Uziel, but again, each one of us have that power of the righteous within. Because each one of us have unique blessings we're supposed to bring to this world. Each part of the puzzle is important. And we can finish the correction with all the puzzles not correcting themselves. So we have the opportunity because you see the world is getting more and more light, more and more energy. So I have more support system to grow and to connect with who I am. It's just a matter of choice. More questions? Yes.
Only one more.
And then we do the Chaim?
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you know if your soulmate is here or it's there?
Then
You
when?
said that sometimes your soulmate is here on earth, somewhere around, or it can be in another
Planet.
in another realm. Yeah, it is not. It hasn't born or it didn't born or so there is a way to know it, because if it's not here, why you wanna make the whole work?
Don't lose hope. Now, first of all, we said that there are different levels of soulmates, right? There's not just one level, there is a lot of levels. Second, it's not something we need to be bothered with, because we have to connect with the positivity and not with the kind of doubts, okay? Third, I want really to start to look inside. Because you know what's happened? Again, remember, where is my focus? This is what will happen. So, anything in life that we want, just think about it for a second, not just soulmate. Anything in life that we want, and let's say we didn't receive yet, it's not that the Creator doesn't want to give us. The Creator already gives us. There is, like, if you can imagine this ceiling, it's more than this ceiling. All of your desires, all of our desires of what we seek from the Creator, because it's like the endless, it's work. He right away, he give you. He doesn't call it, take. But because there is, protection from the Shekhinah, protecting us, imagine if everything we ask for, we're going to receive right away. What do you think is going to happen to the vessel if you're not ready? It's going to burn. It's going to burn. We can't handle it because it's energy. We can't handle the energy. Okay? So what happened? There is a system that's protecting us. So the light given us right away. Whatever you're asking, He given us. But what's happened? When the vessel is ready, this Kabbalah 1 we're saying, when the vessel is ready, you're going to receive it. Now many times, so it means any desire today that I need to, okay, what I want. So it means right now, my vessel is not ready. So this is what I want to receive. And so what does it mean for me? Okay, let's say, why you not winning in why you not winning in the bodybuilder competition? Because you didn't.
I didn't.
What?
I didn't.
Okay, so you're not ready. You understand what I'm saying? Like whatever that thing. I'm not ready. So success, whatever that thing. So it means I need to look within and ask myself what I'm doing. First, if this desire is real or not. Second, if I really want to work, what I'm doing really to change and to prepare my vessel. Because if I'm continuing to do whatever I'm doing and I'm seeking to different results, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You understand? So we have to change something within. I need to change something in my behavior. Something the way. If the person wants to lose 20 pounds and continue to eat the same food, just by reading the Zohar and meditate, but it's not a shame. Maybe the angels will do it, but I didn't hear about it yet. But maybe. So it means he need to change something, okay? But we don't really want or willing to change something. We think we change it. When we change it until according to my comfort zone. The universe right now is pushing the whole humanity. So it means, this is why he says here in mercy, it means like he will take her, the soulmate, the soulmate will be taken with mercy. So it means we need to understand, I want my change to be with mercy or chas v'shalom with judgments. I want the universe to push me to change, I want to understand I want to change. And this is something we all, doesn't matter how many years we're in Kabbalah. It's a real thing. We need to ask ourselves. The Creator doesn't say, oh, this person is 20 years in Kabbalah, okay, V, okay, it's good, okay, just skip it. No, what do you mean? It says if chas v'shalom there is a decree, even a righteous person, he needs to run away. If he stays, chas v'shalom, something bad can happen to him. We can't just go to the danger and say, no, I'm a righteous, nothing will happen to me. There is a fire, run away. What are you doing? Jump in the fire. Like what are we doing? So the thing is, we need to understand there is a system of laws that we're supposed to follow. And this is really, really real laws. And the more we're coming closer to the 7th millennia, it's going to close upon humanity more and more. If I believe, I don't believe, I this, whatever we run in. The cosmos doesn't care if I believe or don't believe. Everything has been built, Rabbi is saying, to support me to do my correction. I need to choose to be part of it or to do whatever I want. This is a tree of life or tree of knowledge, bad and good. This is 2 trees, that's it. Which one you want to live at? This or this? That's it. It's very simple, but very hard to execute. Because whatever we train or we came with past life, belief system, whatever. So if I'm already saying, like a person sometimes, he have a click, sometimes we have this like affinity, and we're like, okay, I'm taking a trainer, I'm going to work on that, and suddenly 6 months, all right. He's going to see a change, yes? Why? Because he invested, whatever, in everything, food. So wow, I see a change. That's how we need to feel the sense of urgency of connecting myself to the Creator, if I want to see a real change. Now, I don't know who I am. Yeah, maybe I have big visions, but just a second. So like I said, I need you here. And you want to be here. So it can't work. It's like 2 different things. Why I can't be in the world? I need to ask myself, why am I here? What I'm doing here? Okay? Are you with me or I lost you somewhere? In the soulmates. So also in soulmates, it's not like in any price. We say in Hebrew, b'chol mechir, like, hey, just let me just get married. The goal is not to get married. That's what we need to understand. The goal, everything we're doing, it can be this goal. Like business, I want to make money. It can be the goal. Read about all those rich people. It can be the goal. The manifestation is the money. The manifestation is getting married. The manifestation is bringing kids. The manifestation of love is sex. Whatever that thing. The thing you want to understand, where is my consciousness? In the result, or really I'm connected with the core? In everything in the life, in the work, it's, with your neighbors, with your wife, with your kids, with your soulmate, whatever that thing I want, it starts from me and finish with me. And this is why we need to choose to go inside. King David says that, this is the word. King David says in Tehillim, in Psalms, he says, he asked from the Creator, he begged to the Creator. He prayed and sing. Gal einai ve'abita nifam torotecha. He asked from the Creator, make my eyes to be as like a wave, to look within, to see your greatness within. King David, he's teaching us, he's telling us, look within. What he did, King David, right? You know the story of King David? This is us, Malchut. He have good life or bad life?
Difficult.
It depends.
Depends. Very difficult life. It says about King David, he never have a good dream, just bad dreams. His son want to kill him, chase after him. Yeah, he has good and bad, but most of it you see a lot. But what he did, he never lost his connection with the Creator. He sings to the Creator all the time. There is a song. His kid want to kill him, chase after him, and he praise the Creator and sing, and he didn't lose his faith, he didn't lose his connection. So we need to start to make sure, just a second, what I'm really doing. Because in seconds we can connect with the 1%, in seconds. Whatever spiritual work we are doing. Seconds. It's a thin line between connecting with light or connecting with the 1% world. See the movie maybe Matrix again to see it. The 2 pills, right? It's in second, it's a choice. See? The red pill or the blue pill, this is the worlds. Whatever I'm choosing. Yes. It's long tonight, so whoever need to go can go because it's Hilula for Rabbi Yehunatan and Uziel. So.
I wanted to ask you, communication that takes such a, they even say that there's a long way between the head and the heart. So, you have any suggestions?
It's a very good
for
question.
us?
Yes, there's few things we need to do. Listen, it's like, everything is like a muscle. We have to practice. So in any connection that we are doing, first of all, we need to know that there is a gap between our thoughts and our heart. Any connection that we are doing, or any desire that we are having, I want to stop for a second and to close my eyes and to check what my heart feel about this, about whatever that thing, you know. If I really ask my heart, you will see that many times, the answer will be no. But because sometimes my thoughts, they are stronger, I will convince myself that it's okay. You know, it's happened to you that sometimes you take an action and you have that thought, you have a thought that telling you why it's okay what you did right now? It's happened to you or no? Let's say you're in diet and you're going to a party. Let's say you came tonight. Oh, it's a birthday, whatever. And there is cheesecake here and you're like, I'm in diet, but you know what? It's your birthday, I will take a piece. So what do you say actually? You tell yourself, it's okay for me to have this piece of cake because it's a birthday. Nonsense. What do you mean? You in diet or not diet? You have competition tomorrow. What's the connection between the birthday and the cake? Come respect the person, hug him, eat the cucumber, and give. Why the cake? So what's happened to us, this is why I said, what we want and choosing, we take in different actions. We don't pay attention. This is, so if you ask your heart, your heart tell you, what are you doing? You commit. Well, no, don't worry, just a piece of cake. Like convincing yourself, this conversation. Say no, that's it. Period. But it's hard, no, the body, you want the sugar, you want, no. So what I want the pleasure right now, I want the lasting fulfillment. I'm not saying it's easy, it's not easy. But if we start to pay attention, you will see the fight. Right now, I don't want to see the fight. Let me just do whatever. There is a fight. There is constant fight all the time. So I need to be willing to see the fight, first of all. After you see the fight, now you have free will. Before you see the fight, no free will. You just, you know, he controls you. You do whatever you want. Yes? We finished? Everybody's quiet. I hope you took 1 point or 2 points, because it's very powerful. Again, about soulmates, about relationship, it's a life learning. It's a life learning. Because you can, every word we said tonight, again, there is so much, I didn't share, but you need to go and read the whole article, read again. Try to ask to really to see how you see your life inside of all of the information that what the Rabbi Shimon said. But you can take each word and you can break it. Break it, you know, to see break it into molecules and to see really how we behave inside of it. And we need to bring ourselves to that really awareness that we really have the support system from the cosmos. With all this chaos, but I have to say, all of this chaos in the world, it's in a perfect order. It's in order. If Chas v'Shalom it wasn't in order, it will be destruction. So all of this chaos, it's also we can shift it. But it's a matter of what I'm willing to do, to shift it. I want to fight with darkness, I want to fight with light. That's the only question. And this we need to ask ourselves all the time. This is what I'm going with my heart. Now I want to connect with the light within, I want just to express whatever I want to express. And then create more chaos. Okay? And this is what for your question, why there are two. Last class I mentioned, right and left and the body, 3 column system. So now now I have a choice. When I see the fight, now I can choose what I want to choose. This is the central column. Thank you for coming. Good L'chaim. Just to mention that this class is every Tuesday at 7:30. Not related with my birthday or whatever, but you know, hopefully you come back and we have more people.
Happy birthday.
I really thank you so much.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to
But seriously, think about, every time we study Zohar together, we not study just for ourselves. It's really affecting, like the Rav said, it's doing waves to change and help the world. So I believe this room and other one need to be packed. We need to study together. We need to raise questions and answers, and really to push to break all of those barriers, really to bring the light down to earth. So Baruch Hashem, we can do it alone. Hopefully you come back and bring more people. We can do it a better job. So Have fun over there. I see there is wine, beers, whiskey. Oh, what else?
Before we go, because all your students are so connected with you, like they heard your requests this year, and they have.
Buy me a
you
house?
for-
Thank you.
They heard all your physical requests, and here we have an amazing gift from all your students to you, so
Oh,
you can
wow.
enjoy an amazing year.
Happy birthday.